Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. Today we'll be talking about a very important topic related to the introduction to business subject, or we can call it principles of economics or business studies. And the topic is joint stock company. First of all, we need to understand what joint stock company actually is. For that, let's take a look for the definition of joint stock company. It is a voluntary association of persons. Voluntary association actually means voluntarily different people come together to start the business. Fine, nobody has forced them, nobody has asked them to go and do this, but voluntarily different people come together and they start their business. Recognized by law. It means it can only be created by following the law. Without law, you cannot build or establish any sort of the company. Having distinct name with capital divisible to transferable shares. So it means that particular joint stock company has got any specific name, and the capital of the company will be divisible among different shares, different parts we may consider this. We'll have a detailed discussion regarding this in upcoming videos as well. Having limited liability of shareholders. It means whosoever is going to buy the shares, that person's liability is limited to the extent of that investment. Now, what does it mean by limited liability? Remember, there are two concepts. Number one, limited liability, and number two, unlimited liability. So limited liability term actually means whenever a company is going to get or raise capital through any sort of debt or finance by approaching any bank or any financial institution for the loan. So if a company has raised the finance through loan, and later on if time comes to pay back the loan, but company is unable to pay back the loan, in that case shareholders' personal property will not be sold, cannot be sold to pay back the loans. Fine, shareholders may incur the loss in terms of if share prices go down, but their personal properties will not be at stake. That is called limited liability. While on the other hand, unlimited liability is something in which shareholders' personal property or personal positions are at stake. Take an example of sole trader or partnership business where liability is unlimited. It means once their business has raised the capital by approaching any financial institution, and when time comes to pay back, but they are unable to pay back the loan, so their personal properties will be sold and paid to the financial institution where they raised their capital through debt. I hope you understand the difference between limited liability and unlimited liability. Now let's take a look how actually a joint stock company, or especially a public limited company, works. So here I have mentioned there are shareholders. Shareholders are actually the owners. The ownership lies with shareholders, and shareholders may attend AGM. AGM actually means annual general meeting. So every joint stock company, they are legally bound to call annual general meeting. So shareholders can attend that annual general meeting, and shareholders are actually the owners of the business, but the control of the organization is not in the hands of the shareholders. Shareholders can just vote for board of directors. It means they can elect board of directors by having their right to vote. Fine, and that right can be used in annual general meeting. Then once they are going to vote for the board of directors, that board of directors, these are the professionals, these are the experts who are going to manage all the affairs of the business. Then board of directors, because these board of directors are limited, like they might be 10 or 15, so they cannot go and manage everything in the business. Fine, so that is why now board of directors has got the authority for the decision making and operational capabilities. Fine, for that Board of directors are going to appoint managers for day-to-day business decisions. So the control of the joint stock company or public limited company is in the hands of the board of directors and managers, who are actually taking care of the major decisions and operations of the business. While owners means shareholders are the owners, but they have just the right to vote. I hope you understand the concept of joint stock company. If you understood it completely, like the video, comment and share, and subscribe my channel Nadeem Academy. Don't forget to click the bell icon for upcoming videos. Thank you very much.